3, 2, 1, go. Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Monday night NBA action. We're going to head to the Eastern Conference. The Brooklyn Nets versus the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Some real movement in the betting line. Pacers opened up as 6.5-point home favorites, has moved as high as 8.5 in the market, while the total is at 183.5. When you look at the Brooklyn Nets, they've lost their last two games, including a 111-86 blowout loss as 2.5-point home underdogs last night, while that one climbed over the posted total of 194.5. Since PJ Carlesimo has taken over, the team does have a solid record, but they really have fallen flat on the offensive end in their last 10 games. They were scoring a lot more points under his direction at the first start of him taking over for Avery Johnson, who was fired a few months back. But they've really leveled off offensively, scoring 100-plus points in only one of their last 10 games. That only time that they scored over the century mark came on January 26th at Houston, not one of the better defensive teams in the league. They're going to face one of the better ones in the league and the one that leads the Eastern Conference in points allowed. 11-12 straight up on the road this season, 8-7 versus Eastern Conference opponents. So not too bad in terms of playing on the road, but they are 1-2 ATS as 6.5 to 9-point road underdogs this year, with all three of those games falling under the posted total. 5 straight losses at this venue, and the favorite is 19-7 against the spread in the last 26 meetings. So definitely a betting trend in favor of the Indiana Pacers, who had their 5-game win streak snapped last time out. It was a forgivable loss, 198 overtime setback to the Toronto Raptors. That came just a day after finishing the first back-to-back-to-back situation in the NBA, and probably the only one of the entire year, unless a game gets postponed along the way. Frank Vogel, I like what he did, the head coach of Indiana. Gave his team a day off on Saturday and then pushed them again on Sunday because he knows that the All-Star break is ahead and he wants to keep his team's momentum as they are challenging for some of the top playoff seeds in the Eastern Conference. They head into the All-Star break with the game against the Charlotte Bobcats in their final game before going to the break. So this is really the key game of the next two before getting some time off. 8-0 against the spread at home when following a loss. They've covered those games by an average of 9.4 points per game, and they have averaged 102.6 points in their last 5 games. 4 of those coming at this facility. The only road game in that group of 5 games was at Philadelphia, and we've already mentioned in a previous video in looking at the Philadelphia 76ers versus Los Angeles Clippers today that Philadelphia is playing some of the better defensive basketball in the entire NBA, especially over the last 10 games. So with all that being said, I think the line should be about 8. So if you can get 8, I do recommend laying the points. So my official pick is going to be the Indiana Pacers -8 against the Brooklyn Nets at Bankers Life Fieldhouse on Monday night. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. For any further information on this game, for any or any other on the NBA board, you can follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports. Cut.